Hello, all of you. What if I say you to imagine your teacher asks you to write a program that simply prints pass or fail? Okay, but the condition for that result is if marks are 35 or above 35, in that case you will pass, otherwise, you have to print fail. All right. So most beginners write something like this, which I already written here. So you can see here, we did not see what is if else and how does it work, but simply try to understand here. We are simply taking marks as 60 here, and we have two parts, if and else part, right? So what we basically do in if part, we basically mention one condition, and if that condition is satisfied, if that condition is getting true, in that case we are simply printing one message. Okay, so in our condition we want to make our result pass whenever we have marks greater than or equal to 35. Otherwise, in else part we are simply printing fail because marks are less than 35. Okay, so let's run this program. Okay, and check this what will be the result for this code. Okay, so here you can see that we are getting result as pass. But why so? Because our marks are 60 and 60 is greater than or equal to 35. Now, it works very correctly. You can also see this. But what if I told you we can write the same program in just one line? Yeah, you heard it right. Seriously, we can write this everything within just one line. So now let's see how we can do this. So for this, just allow me to modify this program. Let me this comment it. Okay. So here you can take one string, and let's suppose we are storing that result. Okay. And simply printing the result. Okay. Pause this video and guess the output for me. Okay. Till then, I am just compiling this program. I think you have get the correct answer. So your answer is pass. Okay, exactly the same output as above. You can see here. But this time we have only one line instead of these 5 to 6 lines. Right? You can see the difference here. So let's see how does it work. Let's break it down this entire line into small partitions. So let's see here. We have condition like marks is greater than or equal to 35, which we written in round parenthesis. After that, we have simply taken here question mark. You can see here. All right. And after question mark, we have value like pass, colon, here colon, and after colon, we have simply printing another message. So read it like a question. Okay. So is this condition is true? Okay, if it is true, take the first value, which is value if condition is true. Okay, and if that condition is not getting satisfied, then take the value if false. Okay, so that is the difference of this ternary operator. We can simply avoid just writing 5 to 6 lines of code into just one line. Okay, so that's it about ternary operator. Now I am here with our today's challenge. So you have to tell me what will be the output for below program. That is just I am writing here. Let's take age as 20 here, and we want to print whether a particular person is eligible for voting or not. So let me just take here string eligibility. Okay, and let me just print here eligibility. So here let me allow to just clear this program. You can see here, tell me one thing, that if a particular person's age is 20, okay, and if that age is greater than or equal to 18, in that case whether that person is eligible for voting or not. Just comment it. Yes, obviously, if the age is above 18 or equal to 18, that person is eligible for voting. So in here, our case, what should be the output? The output should be eligible to vote. And you are right, guys. Our answer is also eligible to vote. So this is our first challenge. And let me take here another challenge. Let's suppose I am taking here integer number as suppose 9. All right. And I just want to take one answer. Let me take here answer variable. So I'll just replace it by parity. Okay, so here you might be wondering that what we are trying to do here. So simply we have taken one integer number and we are simply checking whether that number is even or odd. And you all know that a particular or specific number is even whenever it is completely divided by 2. And if it is not completely divided by 2, in that case that number is odd. So you have to tell me 9 is even or odd. Tell me in the comment section. Till then I'm just compiling this program again. I hope you all are giving me the correct response. So just check here. Our output is what? Odd. So all right, we have just complete overall how can we use ternary operator and how can we replace it in within just one line. So I want to make sure that here is a mistake many beginners make. They try to replace every if else, like every if else program, with a ternary operator, which is not possible in every case. Don't do that. Use the ternary operator only and only when the decision is very simple. Okay, so you can see here in our pass fail condition, in our eligibility condition, or in our even odd case, the condition or decision is very simple. So in that case, we can simply use and go with the ternary operator. Okay, but a huge nested ternary with multiple conditions, it becomes difficult to read, and in that case, we should not use this ternary operator. All right, so we just quickly recap these concepts. So again, we see the syntax condition, after that question mark, if that condition is true then execute the value if true statement, and if that condition is false then use the condition which is called as value if false, which is after the colon. Okay, remember these three lines only. We have one condition, we have two outcomes, and cleaner than a small if else statement. So today you learned how to replace a simple if else with just one line of code. But here is another question. What if I tell you we want Java to repeat the same task again and again? Just we need to write printing numbers, we want to process data, running the same block hundreds of times. Do we copy the code hundreds of times in that case? Of course not. That's where loops come in. In the next video, we will start with one of the most important topics in Java, and that is nothing but loops. Until then, try converting three if else programs into ternary operators. Comment done if you complete this challenge, and I will see you in the next video. If you truly understand this video, then please make sure to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to CodePaath. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep coding. Thank you, all of you.